why are you supporting kids in tennis? There's other things. And I'm like, this is an area that's really like, it's important. And I hope you understand that it's not about this luxury tennis sport. It's about an international sport. And this is the only country that doesn't have a really strong, not in the city they do, but up here where I'm at, they don't have that infrastructure or support yet. And it's important. It's really important that this part of the country grows in this international sport. It's huge in Asia and all Vietnam, millions of courts, Thailand, millions of courts. You know, they're surrounded by all these big power Asian tennis players, but Cambodia is like, we just have dirt. How are we supposed to compete with these players? So the number one girl, I'll send you a video. She's 16. I haven't seen her in 3 years, but now she's number one in Cambodia. She's from playing. She came from playing in the dirt. So the top player gets to go down to the city and train with the real coaches on the hard courts in the big city, where, you know, if these kids get better, they can kind of move on and have a chance. And she'll probably end up coaching somewhere, making some nice money in a hotel. So that's where my head's at, like helping kids that want to help themselves. And we'll open it up to anybody that wants to play. That's the beauty. There's no, you know, requirement to, yeah. Anyway, sorry, I could talk about that all day, but.
No, it's a beautiful thing. And again, led by heart,
Yeah.
right? It's
Yeah. The connection I have with these kids, and when they see me show up at the court, and I have a little flamboyant personality on the court, I'm like speaking in English and they're repeating me. I'll send you some photos and video because they're repeating me, and it's kind of a mocking, but it's not even mocking. They're just having fun, right? So
yeah.
it's just funny because it's like I just bring the energy up, because when I come, I'm just like, let's bring it, let's go. And I'm just like, you know, saying things in English, and it's also helping them learn English too. So that's another place that I focus my energy for years. And I haven't talked about that, but I was helping a free English school. There's one in particular, my really good friend. I'm sorry to go into this, but my favorite person in Cambodia is this man who couldn't afford $1 a month to pay the monks. Monks back then, they're in the Khmer Rouge, they taught English at the pagodas. So he couldn't pay $1 a month. So the monk said, if you go get top 3 in your class, I'll teach you for free. And I just talked to him the other day. I go, hey, I never asked you, how many years did you work with that monk? He goes, 7. He goes, that monk taught you for 7 years? He goes, yeah, because I kept my grades up. And he got to learn English. And now he speaks great English, and he's one of the top businessmen in the area. And it's amazing. You know, that one monk, back then, all the monks were incredible. And they helped, you know, if you couldn't take care of your kid, you dropped them off at the pagoda, and the monks took care of them. And, you know, monks were incredible beings back then. They learned English because they knew how important it was to have these kids learn English. But he couldn't afford $1 a month. So that's why, to me, it's like, okay, put these challenges out there. If you go do this, we'll give you this. You're rewarded. I think it's really important. But, you know, giving, what I'm doing for Christmas is just giving to people randomly who need it. I'd rather focus more on, okay, work hard and we'll reward you. Right? Anyway.
They have to have the opportunity first.
Yes, exactly.
It has to be there.
I want to present that opportunity in the best way I can, and that's through sports, because tennis specifically, because that gives them an opportunity to, and that's just me helping out my little part. And if people have other parts that they don't, you know, everybody has their part or their way of helping a country like this.
But again, it goes back to, let's all weave our ways of doing it together, and we get strength in numbers.
Yeah, strength in numbers and working together and supporting each other and just doing your little part. Like, it all adds up, you know? And I'm not financially secure enough, and people think you have to be. I think there's a misconception where you have to have all this money, and it's like, no, I don't have the money, and I live in a little bungalow. It's like, I don't want to show you this little square little room, but I live really modestly, because these people that come and stay in these big hotels pay $500 a night. It's like, that blows my mind, because there's so much, you know, they come there and they're staying in these overpriced hotels in Cambodia. And I'm like, what are you doing? that money could go out. You could buy some things to help, especially coming out of COVID. These people got hit hard in COVID.